Good morning, everybody. This is Joshua Baxter with AuctionSoft, and I just got off the phone with this client, Matthew Perry, and he was asking me how to set a sliding scale up. And what a sliding scale is so, for example, if we go into his upcoming sale here under consigners, you can see he has given all of his consigners a flat rate. But what he wants to do is set it up so that if Alan brings in items and some of them are under $1,000, they would be at one rate, and if they are over $1,000, he gives them a little bit of a discounted rate. So it's per item that the system is looking into this and adjusting as the sale goes. Okay, so this is if you're going to give the user or the seller a 17% flat rate. So a $500 item would be 17%, a $5,000 item would be 17%, but he's trying to get better stuff, so giving a little bit of a discount if it brings more money. So I'm going to show you how to set that up. And one of the things you need to understand is if you have got a price in here, this is the standard rate. It's called Tier 1 setting. A Tier 2 setting is a sliding scale, which is what I'm going to teach you here in just a minute. But the Tier 2 setting will override whatever is here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into Company Profile, over to Rates and Settings, and then to Consigners tab. Now on the Consigners tab, there is a place to create a sliding scale. Now what you can do is there is a single level sliding scale. And for example, he's got all the consignor rates set at 17% basically. He could come in here and say, all right, everything over $999, because this is less than or equal to, everything over this is, say, 10%. Okay? But that means that every person in the future, he would have to set their rate as a base rate, and then at $1,000 or more, it would adjust down to, actually, that's wrong. That needs to be 18% because it's less than or equal to. So if it's less than or equal to $999, it's 18, and his list of consigners has 17%. But what he called and asked me about was the ability to set it and forget it kind of thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to build it differently. So we're going to build a 2-level sliding scale. So if an item is less than or equal to $999, the rate is going to be 18%. And then if it is over that $1,000, I mean, what's the limit to that? Let's say it's $1 million. You could make multiple sliding scales here, but let's say it's $1 million. Do I have enough? Yeah, I have enough zeros there. Then it's going to only be 10%. All right, submit that. So what we've done here is we've created an option. This little tool here will tell the computer every item that's less than $1,000, charge 18%. It doesn't matter who the consignor is. It doesn't matter what their rate is set in their profile. As long as this sliding scale option is turned on, this will take precedent. So under $1,000 is 18%. Everyone else, or every other item up to $1 million is only 10%. Okay, so that is what will trigger from this point forward. So now when you go back in here, I just want to reiterate one more thing. Again, it doesn't matter what these rates are. If you have a sliding scale set, these rates are ignored by the system and it will use the sliding scale. Okay? And in this way, every time you create a new consignor into the list here, you don't even have to worry about setting their base rate, because the system will automatically apply the sliding scale to that customer, to all future customers. The only downside to this is, and there is a downside, but the only downside to doing it this way is in the future, if you want a customer to have a certain rate, you would have to change that particular auction to turn off the sliding scale. Okay, so then it would revert back to what the people saw here. Okay, if that's the way you want to do it. Okay, thanks for watching this video. If you have any questions or need help with this feature, please give me a call, 317-201-8875, and have a great day.